the bottom, okay, a content writer is somebody who, for example, if you had to open a blog website like BuzzFeed. I do not know if everybody knows BuzzFeed.com, or a news website like Dainik Sagar, um, Dainik Sanskrit, if I'm not any like Indian Express, any content website that you might like to visit. Okay, all the written words is done by a content writer. The concept and the words are provided by a content writer. So some of the basic skills involved is, English, if it's an English website, or whatever regional language that you are writing it in, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, Hindi, whatever, you know the ability to write in an engaging way. You don't have to be a classic writer, you don't have to know old English, big words. No, if you're able to write write in a manner that will get maximum thing. Because always remember that your fancy certifications and diplomas and degrees will get you an opportunity at a job, but your ability to keep your job will only depend on your results. And you don't have to have a fancy certification to to get a grade. If you can have no formal education and you can still be a great content writer. All right. So a social media manager. A social media manager is somebody who manages the different social media content. For example, I used to manage the social media of KitKat and Nescafe in Dubai when I was working in Dubai. So this means I needed to put up posts whenever, for example, if some celebrity did something funny in the news, I would put it up. Or if President Trump said something weird on his Twitter, we would put up something on Instagram on it, on Facebook on it. So basically, being on the ball in terms of trends, following the trend, doing something. Or supposing it's the wedding season, so I used to be the social media manager for Tanishq. So wedding season would be a time where we would push certain products. Too, because a web developer and the web designer of Swiggy did his job better than the web developer or the web designer of Zomato. So a PPC expert is a pay per click expert. Okay, so that means the ads, whenever you type something onto Google, you will have a bunch of ads that come before you actually get to your actual search results. And if you click on these ads, they get paid per click. Okay, so even on for example, if you go to timesofindia.com, you have a bunch of banner ads on for various products, whether it's for shoes, whether it's for Flipkart, and every click you will pay the company that amount of money. They get paid per click. So an SEO manager is a search engine optimization manager. That's what I just explained to you. And a digital marketing manager is somebody who takes care of everybody below the SEO manager, the PPC expert, the web developer, the social media manager, and the content writer. All report to the digital marketing manager. So, yep. So, does
Yeah,
that
thank you.
is that helpful?
Yeah, thank you, Rohit. Uh, Others, think you can pose questions to Rohit.
Okay, I got a question from Kamlesh Badigar. So, how do we start the digital marketing? What are the measures to take while starting digital marketing? Can you give an example? All right. So, my recommendation can Kalmesh, did I get your name right?
Sir,
All right, Kalmesh, can you understand me? Can you just want to hear? What do you do? Can I, if I may ask, what degree are you doing? What are you studying right now?
sir, I'm doing electronics and communication engineering in Social College.
Sorry, just say that again.
Sir, I'm doing engineering, sir, electronics branch.
Okay, okay, all right. So what you can do to start off is either you can get the way I started off was going to going to a digital marketing agency and getting an internship. This is one way to do it. All right. The other way to do it is to go to Google AdSense. Okay, go to Google AdSense, and they have certifications. So in order, and these are free certifications. All right. So you can do a free, and Facebook has its own free certification. Google has its own free certifications. So just to get an idea of what kind of how you can develop your skill set, and even to explore what part of digital marketing you like. It's very important that you recognize what you like about it. Do you like the creative angle of it? Do you like the business angle of it? Do you like the analysis angle of it? It's important that you figure out what it is. Now the best way to do this, personally from my experience, is to get an internship at a digital marketing agency. There are quite a few digital marketing agencies. Some of the bigger ones are Tribal DDB and Web Chutney. So these companies, you can go and apply for an internship. And I mean, that's a good way to start. In fact, I would recommend that is the best way to start. So if you find out what exactly about digital marketing you like, then it's easy to pick that and go full on in developing your skills in that particular field.
Sir, thank you, sir.
All right, you're very welcome.
Others, can you post your questions in the chat box?
If anybody has any questions in Kannada, please do not hesitate. In Telugu as well, please do not hesitate. Please do speak up.
You can even unmute yourself and ask the question. So I want to ask you, Rohit. So how did you, how did you stumble upon digital marketing?
So the way I stumbled onto digital marketing was I was in advertising. I was in traditional advertising,
Right.
and just like how evolution is necessary. My traditional marketing also had to evolve, especially in a place. And since I was in Dubai is fairly technologically forward
Correct.
compared to the rest of the world, and so they wanted to stay ahead of the curve. So we were forced into digital marketing. So I had to pick up digital marketing skills, even though I didn't entirely enjoy it, because it took away some of the storytelling aspect of traditional advertising. I couldn't make my 1 minute ads and 30-second ads that were funny and that told a story. Instead, I had to be more about the eye-catching animation and the quick hacks of how I could, it was more about visual wit. And but it challenged my creativity in a different kind of way, and but
Mhm.
it was exciting. I have to admit, it was exciting. But I will say that it is the younger you are, it is one of the few careers where the younger you are, the better you will possibly be, you know, because you're more tuned to the trends. So to everybody who is
Mhm.
listening, this is, you know, use channel your youth towards this, you know. So I have a question from Anusha, which is, will they offer internships for free? Um, if you are asking, uh, I mean, internships generally, it is understood that you will do an intern. For example, the first 3 months of my internship were free, as in I did not get paid for my internship. You get paid in experience, though, and that is usually how it goes. Some companies, although some startups now do pay their interns, but I think you'll have to be pretty lucky to stumble upon those. But if I haven't answered your question, Anusha, please be free to clarify. So I have a question from Prashant. Is digital marketing and network marketing the same? To be very honest, I do not know what network marketing is, and I'm sorry for that. Um, I can definitely look it up and try to see what I can understand from it. In fact, why don't I do that right now? Let me do
Yeah.
that.
So, my understanding, Rohit and Prashant, uh, Prashant, I think network marketing is more about, direct marketing.
It is actually. So I have the Investopedia definition in front of me, which is: network marketing is a business model that depends on person to person sales by independent representatives, often working from home. All right. Yeah. A network marketing business may require you to build a network of business partners, salespeople to assist with the lead generation and closing of sales. All right. So let
Right.
me get
So, for
that.
example, if you look at companies like Amway,
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
or Tupperware, where the sales is done person to person,
Yeah.
and
So
this, yeah,
yeah, so network marketing basically is can be a subset of digital marketing, in the modern day and time. But digital marketing is a much bigger sort of field where you can play with. It involves every piece of digital equipment you have around you that is connected to the internet. So, as in network marketing is more of a person to person connectivity and marketing and sales through that connection per se. So I have a question from Gopi Krishna. So can you please tell what the top marketing at presence? I mean only ads or anything else is there? Yeah, I can let you know about this. In fact, all right. So ads is only one particular ads is only one particular avenue, Gopi. You have different styles of it. Okay, you have search engine optimization. Okay, this is a very specific set of skills. There are courses just for SEO, where entire companies are based only with search engine optimizations. Okay, they specifically focus on that. Okay, in order to get to these more niche sort of digital marketing skills, you will require some sort of certification. Like there are SEO certified experts. So this is something that you can do. PPC, that is just pay per click experts, is another thing like this. All right, it's more niche. Advertising is more wide, it's more open, it is more welcoming of sorts. It takes in people from more diverse backgrounds. You can be an engineer, you can be a doctor, you can be a commerce student, you can be an art student, it doesn't matter. And there are avenues of digital marketing that will accept you. But SEO, technical writing, PPC, these are things that require a particular kind of course certification, and then you get in, and then you keep honing your skills and going up the ladder. Okay, so these are some of the options. Now, apart from that, you can become a video editor, you can become an animator, you can become a business analyst, you can become a social media strategist, which requires you to always see the news and figure out a good way to respond to a particular kind of. For example, Trump has tweeted something funny, and then you take that and you help sell chicken or dosas, I don't know, whatever. It depends on how creative you are. So these are the various avenues. All right, so how do companies recruit the digital marketing agents? All right, so companies have something called a pitch. A pitch. So when a company puts a pitch out to various digital marketing agencies, they all they all participate in the pitch. Okay, and the company will, for example, let's say Nike has a new shoe that they want to launch, or yeah, so they tell they tell the top three digital marketing agencies that we have this shoe and we want to launch it for this age group and these people. You have to come up with the most creative, most amazing way to do it that gets the whole world talking about it. The launch in India, and that way the various agencies will get all their experts, their content writers, their web designers, all of them. They'll huddle together and they'll come up with the best strategy. So one thing I remember that we did was we had something called a virtual run. A virtual run. So basically, you had to take as many steps on your, you have your Apple watches, and it counts the number of steps you take a day. So you join a particular team, and the more number of steps your team has taken, okay, it creates a race between which team has taken more steps. That team is ahead of the race, and that way they are all wearing Nike shoes. So that way, that's the brand connect. And the at the end of the day, whichever team with the maximum number of steps wins. So it uses digital marketing. It has a product connect, and it uses something that is very popular right now, which is the Apple Watch, or whatever. So it combines all the aspects of things. And so this was an idea that actually won us the pitch for the company, for Nike.
Nice.
So that's how based on how good your idea is, how sound your strategy is, and you say, if you do this, you will definitely raise your sales by 20%, 40%, 100%, 200%, and you give them that sort of confidence with the way you say that, yes, this is how good my idea is. You can trust in this. That's how they pick the digital marketing agencies. So I have a question from Anusha again, which is, what are the requirements to do internships in digital marketing? Again, it depends on what particular type. For example, a lot of agencies just accept people who are just coming out of colleges and who are very, very interested. For example, I had to do something called a copy test because I was very sure in my mind that I wanted to be a copywriter. So when I went to an agency, they gave me a copy test. Or what you can do is do examples for, take your favorite companies, okay, and do imaginative ads for them. Like, if you can do it on Photoshop, you can do small films for them, like short films. You can shoot it on your phone. You can post an Instagram story about it. You can you can do all these things proactively. Proactively is when you take more effort than what they say is required. All right. So if you are very proactive and you say that, listen, Nike is my favorite company, or Domino's is my favorite company, I've made all these ads for them. Check it out. You can see, and or you can create a strategy for them, a business strategy for them, okay, of how they can. All this is, it's called spec work. Spec work is speculative. That means that it's not real, but it could be real if they chose to buy it. So this way you show how interested you are in picking. So even though you don't have any experience, you can showcase your talent. You can showcase your interest. You can showcase what latent skills that you have, that may not be there just seeing your report card from college.
No, very nice, very insightful. Any other questions?
You're very welcome. So just to answer, just not to miss out Kiran Kumar's question, which is, why is marketing important? That is a huge, huge question. But I'll try to put it very, very simply in terms of my favorite quote. Marketing is like the most valuable kind of real estate in the world. Okay, it is the most valuable kind of real estate in the world because it occupies a corner of your mind. Okay, which is like, you can have as much land as possible, but to occupy a corner of your mind is the most difficult thing to do. And this is what marketing does.
Very nice.
Sir, one last question.
Please.
Sir, you told that companies conduct some competition to the digital marketing agents.
Yeah.
How can, suppose if I am a digital marketing agent, how can I know that such some X company is going to conduct that competition, and what are the prerequisites requirements to participate in that competition?
So a competition, it is essentially a competition, but uh, when a company it's called an RFP, a company that is looking to change its marketing agency, or its advertising agency or whatever, puts out something called an RFP. It's called a request for pitch. Okay. And this is generally something that gets circulated to the business heads of those agencies. Okay, because when you start, for example, if you are 22 years old, you are legally allowed to start your own company. You can start a digital marketing company tomorrow, and when you have signed up with your company, you will also make friends, or you will have that contact list of the different agencies of your caliber, that is, different agencies who are as big as you or who employ as many people as you. Okay. And so those kind of companies, for example, if Suksagar wants to now start a digital marketing campaign, they will not go to the biggest agency in the city. They will go to a mid-size agent. They will go to a mid-size digital marketing agency. It depends on what the company can afford. Okay, because going to a digital marketing agency, the bigger you are, the more expensive you are. But the smaller you are, the chances are you might have brilliant people. So even though you are small and cheap, you could be very good. So that's why they put it out for a pitch, to see how good you are. And that way you build your business and you become bigger and more successful.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Any more questions?
Just once again asking, if anybody has any questions, if you're feeling a little hesitant to ask it in Kannada or in Telugu or whatever, please do not hesitate. Seems that the questions have
Yeah.
trickled to a halt.
So any questions, still feel free to put it in the group. I can send it to Rohit. He is extremely knowledgeable in this subject, and he has a range of experience in this area of marketing. So therefore, please use this opportunity.
Okay, I'm just sharing a couple of the links that I think will be helpful to anybody who is still interested in digital marketing after this talk. So I hope you guys, can use this, or these links will be helpful to y'all. If not, you always feel free to just approach Rotarian Suman and take my entire presentation deck from her. It, I have
I will share it in the group, Rohit.
sure. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Rohit, for being with us.
No, my pleasure. My pleasure.
Very interesting. So it was a very interesting talk and very insightful. to understand, the range of jobs, how you do a pitch. Very interesting. Thank
It
you
was
so
a
much for
good
being
time,
there.
bro. Good 10 years.
And
Uh,
students, thank you so much for being with us today. Look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. And like I indicated to you, I will be shortly sharing a Google Sheet. So those of you who are interested in attending the psychometric test tomorrow alone need to fill it up. In case your name is there but you're not interested, please feel free to delete your name. Thank you so much, everyone. See you all tomorrow. Thank you, Rohit, once again.
Bye bye.
See you. Bye.